welcome to another episode of Road Train Adventures. In this episode, we're going to be delivering a whole lot of fencing wire. And where's all this fencing wire from? I don't know, we're going to have to make some inquiries. So right now we're in Perth, just getting some fuel here at IOR, and then we're off to Queensland. Well, as it turns out, it's about 5,000 kilometres because of the way we've got to go. We could go the Birdsbridge track, which will be cut off for 1,000 kilometres, but that's a rough road, and especially with the drop deck. I think something, well, you got a chance of something breaking, so you should be there tomorrow or something, or maybe the next day. Well, we just had a little rest, and I'll tell you what I needed. I was feeling pretty sleepy. That's the important thing you do. If you're feeling sleepy at all as you're driving, with your truck or car or anything, pull over for a sleep, and I tell you what, you'll feel great afterwards. Now, how long do you sleep for? Well, I sleep for 15, 16 or 17 minutes. That's my optimal, and I find it really works. Now, some people say, oh no, that's not enough. I sleep for an hour, sometimes 2 hours. Now they say that if you sleep that long, what will happen is your body will start to really, I guess, fall asleep properly, and then when you wake up, you can feel a bit groggy, like I need more sleep. So, but anyway, I guess it obviously works for them because they do it, and they haven't crashed. Here we are in the parking bay. This is one of the main parking bays, and other caravans is setting up for a bit of a cup of tea or something like that. Anyway, let's get back in, because 5,000 kilometres is a fair way to go. Alright, it is time to go and get a coffee, because it's about that time in the morning. I always like to have my breakfast and get a coffee. Driven a couple hundred kilometres so far from the WA boundary. Here we are at the Nullarbor. Beautiful morning. See by the cloud cover and stuff like that. Now it's going to be getting very hot over where we're going in Queensland. It's been 40 degrees for the last couple of days, and but luckily it's getting down to 35, so that should be nice for us. Anyway, Nullarbor, what does it look like? It's had a bit of rain lately, oddly enough. No rain where I've had to go, which is good. Truck is kind of clean. So what does the Nullarbor got to offer? Well, the Legends pub, that's for sure. This is the old roadhouse there. Right behind it is the caravan park, which of course it's about 8:30 in the morning, so people are all getting ready to go. So that is the Nullarbor roadhouse, and I tell you what, the best thing about coming here is the free coffee. As truck drivers, we get free coffee, and it's not the instant coffee, it's the proper barista coffee. So where are we? We're at Port Augusta, and this is where, well, one of them big truck stops. People come and get fuel and food and stuff like that. And there's my walk in the box. I love the walk in the box. You can't get it wrong with that. Anyway, we have a long way to go. Let's get in and move out of here.
secret code. Streetlights shimmer where the rivers overflow. I sit here stuck, shoes by the door, thinking of places I've never been before. The sky's a mood, a grey ballet, what to do on a rainy day.
All right, I just had a bit of a sleep because I was driving along. It's getting a bit, feeling a bit sleepy anyway. And I wonder why, because look at the weather. Oh, anyway, I'm in my truck and can hear the pitter patter of the rain on the roof. It's kind of raining right now, in fact. And you ever been in the caravan or the house, you can hear the rain and it sounds really nice? Well, that's what it was sounding like. And I didn't want to get up, but got to get up. Oh, now it is very cool as well. Don't forget, it's going to be a very hot 35 degrees when I deliver. So this nice coolness of maybe 12 degrees, it's not going to last long. And I can't believe it's raining too. Anyway, the truck's not so clean anymore, as you can see. But anyway, all right, let's get in and continue on. This Brogan Hill is just over those hills. And we're going to do a bit of shopping.
It's not spinning the puddles, let the clouds complain. Dance.
Well, here we are at Cobar. Cobar is a place that place there I usually like to go and get my fruits. I saw my big coffee salad tray. Really good. Can't say good value anymore because it's getting pretty expensive at $16, but really healthy. Lots of salad, lots of meat and stuff like that. So what's Cobar like? Well, this is Cobar. And well, if you got any comments about Cobar, good or bad, let us know, because I've never heard anything bad about it. But right now I've got to hightail to Subway because it's nearly 4 o'clock. Oh, and the last time I came here it was like 4 or something like that, and they shut just before dinner. Well, I wasn't happy, so got a hightail. I think it looks still open. I hope it is. That doesn't look too open to me. Cobar, you've let me down again. It's not even 4 o'clock. Why would you open for lunch and not for dinner? Anyway, so it looks like it's off to the Inland Petroleum, where I was just talking about the cold meat salad. They are on the expensive side, and really, cold meat salad, you kind of need 2 of them. And that's like that's nearly $34, $32 for a meal. I could go over the road to a pub and get a full counter meal. So, anyway, let's go and see what we can get. Now, someone in the comments some time ago told me that in Cobar there's this bakery, and I think it's this one here. And they said, if you go there, you're going to love everything you see. So let's go in and see if they're right. They are what I normally kind of get. They're in that kind of container. Okay, so I'm going to go for a steak and mushroom. For these ones, they're all $2 each after this time. So there are afternoon specials. So $2 for 4. Thank you, whoever recommended that I come in here. And this is a big bargain. Okay, well, there you go. I got this big bag. That's 3 bags for $6. That's 2 steak and mushroom pies and 4 scones. Well, that's the afternoon special. I think it's after 3 or 3:30, they say. So, yeah, that'll do. Well, we're just about in Queensland. This is an area called Barringan, and it's just on the New South Wales Queensland boundary. So I don't think we're going to get any rain anymore. It's been raining for the past 500 kilometres, and as you can see the sky, that's Queensland behind us, and it's going to be perfect from here on, but warmer. So I think it's 35 where we're going today. Right now it feels beautiful, like maybe 20 degrees, so certainly not cool, certainly not hot. Right now, this is the roadhouse. We're going to go in and have a look and get ourselves a coffee. Oh well, no coffee. It's not open. Most open maybe at 7 o'clock. And I don't really want to be waiting another 15 minutes. I want to get up the road, so maybe we'll have coffee up the road, and if you don't, we don't. Well, lucky for me, I stopped and talked to one of the people in the caravans, and what do you know, they've got a kettle, so yeah, I've got my kettle and my coffee after all, so it's going to be a good day. This is Cunnamulla, and Cunnamulla, there's not much. We're going to be going through town because we've got to go through town to get to the other side. We're here at the IOR. There's not much here. There used to be a service station right across the road. Unfortunately, that got pulled down quite a few years ago now. So now, the IOR, the toilets there, and they're getting cleaned, which is good. But this truck behind me, over there, is pulled up, and I'm afraid that he has an idea of using that, which is no good because I need to use it too. Right, this is the last stop before we hit right into the bush, and I feel like I should change the hat, you know, to the cowboy hats. I haven't worn that for a while. Right, the load is going really well as usual. So what can we say besides we're nearly there? I think it's 600 kilometers, and we'll be unloaded. Well, Cunnamulla, eh? That's it. It's a, call it a small, yeah, you'd have to say very small to small sized town. You've seen quite a few of the houses already. This is just one of the parks. I'm going to use the toilet over here because the toilet's back there, as you can see, they were getting cleaned, and then there's someone else waiting, so I thought I'll just use one of these. It is 25 degrees, I just looked it up. 25 already, and it's only 7 o'clock in the morning. Great stuff. So heading for a warm one. But the sky is beautiful, birds are singing, so it should be too bad a day. I went to that pub and I had a meal, and let me tell you, the fish, I got the fish and chips. The fish was a good slab of barramundi or whatever, I forgot what the fish, but it was really good, like, the best fish ever. So if you're stopping in Cunnamulla, you got to stop at that pub. Right, now just before we go, because we are about to hit the Never Never right down that road, we need to make sure we've got enough water, fuel and supplies. Well, I just got fuel just to make sure. I mean, I probably didn't need it, but still wanted to make sure I've got at least 3/4 of a tank in case we get stuck out there. We got enough water, supplies, food, chocolate, Coke, yes, check. If we got enough of chocolate and Coke, but that's all we need. Oh, God. Anyway, let's get on and go. we've arrived and I'm going to get out now. I can just imagine the flies are just going to attack me. They won't touch anyone else, but they'll attack me. Anyway, so I've got myself some Nature's Botanical, and I'm going to try this one. I've got two. I've got this one and another one I'm going to try. So we'll try this one first. I'm going to cover myself in this, and let's see if this works. Well, look at that. One trailer done. This trailer to go. Now, let me tell you, I did not get here casualty free. So somewhere along the road, the last part of the trip, this has happened. What's happened? I should be able to put that back on the bead and pump a bit of air into it. That should be as good as gold. Oh, whoopsies. Anyway, that happens. We blow tyres from time to time, but I tell you what, in this company we don't blow them very much at all. But there we go, all of that was on there. So now we can head on back, head on into town, see if we can have some dinner, because yeah. Oh, and what about this this bug spray? It was going really well. I think it's wearing off or something, because there's heaps of flies around me now, but there wasn't before. So the bug spray, I think, really does work, but we're going to try out the other one. For now, let's get in the truck in the cool and head off. Oh yes, and it's not that hot. 35 degrees? I don't think so. Maybe 30 degrees. Beautiful day out here. Anyway, let's get over. Well, we pulled up at the parking bay last night, and it was getting kind of late when we arrived here. It's 22 degrees here now. I've slept in a little, so it's 7:30. Getting late. Now we're going to change that tyre. What do we need? Well, we've got the jack, we've got the rattle gun, and I'm missing my bar, so I'm going to just use this bar, which means I also need that in order to turn this, which is what allows it to go down. Alright, there's the tyre, and we need to get under that airbag. This jack may be a bit high. That is not going to go under there, so we need to get it under somewhere. We might just have to go under the axle itself. Right, next we'll wind this up so we don't have to jack so far. Right, that's as far as it goes. Now we'll just jack up by hand. Do you realise it's actually been so long since I've used or changed the tyre, and my eyesight has gone downhill since then. So now we'll just get our bar, make sure that's in the right angle, and start jacking. Now we only have to go so far as to get the tyre off the ground. Now next thing, make sure we're going the right way, and simply just undo these. Then I usually leave roughly the top as the last one. Right, now that all of those are there, just get those to the side. And now we just pull this off. Now how do we pull this off? Watch. This one's going to be a bit harder. There's so much dust behind it. Right, and this is our spare tyre. So, freaked me out here. I saw this lock, I thought, oh what? Anyway, I can see someone used to have that lock. So all we've got to do is just pull this out, that goes down, and we just slide the tyre out. This is where we use our bar and my foot just to get it on. That's one. Now the other, which is a lot easier on this side. Now, while I'm doing this, just so I can answer the questions, so people don't continually ask in the comments, why am I not wearing gloves? Well, you can wear gloves if you want to, but I just find it a lot harder. So unless I'm doing something where I have to have gloves on because it hurts too much or something, I'd rather just wash my hands afterwards. The gloves are always just make it so much harder to do anything fiddly like doing these up and stuff. So that's just me. You put gloves on if you want to, but I just wash my hands after, and I've got some great hand cleaner in the truck. Now that they're all on, just on a little, so what we're going to do now is tighten this one, that one, that one, that one. So that's what we're going to do at first. Right, just to stop the noise, so I've tightened them all up now. So how do we tighten them to the correct tension? Well, oddly enough, this has, let's see, where's the Wi-Fi signal? Anyway, it has Wi-Fi. There's the signal there. So you can connect this to your phone, and then in the phone there's an app, and you can change settings and different torque settings. So these numbers here you can have for different memory inputs. So you know, torque setting 1, torque setting 2, 3, 4, and you just change it. Or it's off. I've got how to change it. Anyway, it's on the right torque setting for me, so I've torqued those up, so I believe. Right, so if you don't believe the torque settings on this, in order to torque these reasonably well, you can use your old shifty manual Duvalaki. You put a bar on the end of that, and oh sorry, we're going to do it on another tyre. So these we know have been torqued up, so you basically put it on, get the bar, and see how much pressure you've got, you know, in order to move that nut. And then you can go back to here, make sure that you've got roughly the same amount of pressure, and that's it. Now when you torque up 10 studs properly, you really don't need to touch them again. But most people, some people say 50 kilometers, I do it about 100 kilometers. I come back and just check, and they never move. So as long as they're properly torqued up, they never move. And I've never had to, once I check them, they still haven't moved. So that's it. Let's put this tyre and that rack, let's get out of here. Right, now this being so small, I don't know if that's going to stay in there, so my guess is I'm going to have to put that up. Let's have a look. Yeah, that's too dangerous. Not enough tyre on that, so I'm going to put that on the deck. Oh, and lucky for me, it's a drop deck, so I don't have to go so high. Right, coming back down to our jack, we just turn this little handle or knob, and slowly, and it goes down. Just turn it. Right, we can just push this the rest of the way down like that, and then screw this in. I always like to screw it down so it's not getting dirt and stuff in it. And that's it. What did that take me? I don't think it even took me 20 minutes, and that was with filming. Without filming it would have taken me less. So let's put a strap on that, put these tools away, and we're out of here. Oh, gotta go and get a coffee. Oh yeah. Well, goodbye Augusta. Well, here we are in a place called Eulo. Let's have a look at the name. So what do we know about this place? Well, in 1861 is the first time that this place is really ever thought of, when the first settlers came through. And 1872 is when they got the first post office. And so I thought, that's a pretty old town, let's go and have a look around. So this police station was first made in 1880, the 1st of January 1880. So this Opal place was the old postal service. That's the old post office. Now the only thing I can't work out is they've got the Metropolitan Hotel, the Eulo Hotel, Gladstone Hotel, and I don't know which one this is. This could be the Eulo Hotel, and if so, Eulo Hotel, well, that was established in 1868. And I guess it changed into the Empire Hotel in 1894, so very old, but doesn't that look awesome? Alright, that's a quick look at Eulo. There isn't too much about it. There are a few houses over there. There was a population of 94 people in 2021. Sorry, 2021. That was the last stats done about this town, Anyway, we will continue on. But here we are in a shed, and we're supposed to be loading bulker bags, but unfortunately, look at what we got here. So this is a hire vehicle, but the battery seems to be flat, and unfortunately my jumper leads don't seem to be the best, so we're trying to jump it. Anyway, what are we doing? We're supposed to be loading those bulk bags onto there, and hopefully we will. All right, we've got a new forklift, so I didn't get any video of him delivering the forklift and taking the old one away, but we've dragged that up on the tilt tray. Right, this is our new forklift. There's nothing wrong with Jock's hire, so forget that he did a great service in order to get this down to us. Now this one here is a bit harder. Why is it a bit harder? Because the steering's there, no steering there, so it's a bit like going reverse in a tractor, so it is harder. Now luckily it does have side shift. I've put a few on, if you can see I've got 6 because the steering, you'll see you got to turn like 100 times just to turn it from one way or the other. So anyway, a bit of getting used to. I think we're okay now. Let's see what how I go. Alright, there we go, it's all loaded, and it didn't take long after I got used to the forklift. So I put the tarps up the top there. We have to tarp this this trailer. And do I have time to show you how to do that? So what you missed in the interim, remember I said I couldn't get this forklift going, the other forklift. I've been sitting here for 6 hours, so I am now 6 hours behind. I was supposed to be in Sydney Thursday night. Now, well, we'll be pushing it. I don't think we do it, but we'll still be there for Friday morning to pick up this load with the other trailer. So let's get tarping, and I'm sorry you won't be able to see how I do it, but I promise I will do it sometime. Oh, and if you've missed it, did you see the step? Anything wrong with that step? Yes, look at that step. What happened? What happened? So I'm driving along, and I'll show you by the dash cam footage. Sorry, yeah, the dash cam footage. Driving along, and you can see the cows running out towards me. You see the cows there, and I tried to slow down. Well, maybe if I sped up or kept the same speed, I would have. Well, the cows would have hit probably behind, maybe in the trailer or something. Anyway, you can see the head of the cows hit that part. Oh, anyway, so it's kind of better. I don't know what's better. I mean, a lot of people hit cows. Oh, actually, maybe I hit the cow there too. You can see a bit of shiny part here. Anyways, transport in the country. Oh, there were so many cows and kangaroos on that section, so I was keeping an eye out at all times, and they were pretty good. They were running away from the truck, except for this time. All right, we're back in Wagga after going to Sydney, and let's have a look at what we've got. So, remember the tarp load? The load, I couldn't show you how to tarp, but one day I will. That is going well. Now, of course, when we tarp, we always have to come back, and I've had to redo all of this side, retension everything, because these bulker bags, the stuff just settles down and shrinks down, so everything comes loose. So I've done that. We've been in Sydney and we've picked up this high load. Now, what are these? These are well, you see on the edge of buildings, on those big high-rise buildings that they're getting built, these are the lifts, the hoists as they call them, and they go on the edge of the building, and they're what everyone, all the workers, they're sitting inside of this as they go up the building or down the building. And yes, so we've got that, and those are the motors for it, all the fittings and stuff, and there's more motors at the back. So it's very light as well. I'm loving that. So I don't know, maybe 5 ton or something. Maybe the motors are the heaviest point of it. But otherwise, we got to get back to the yard, wash this truck because this is dirty, and that's about it. Thanks for coming along in this video. If you did like it, click the like button. And where are we now? We're at the Wagga sale yards. Hence the reason we've got cattle crates and all sorts of stuff around. So anyway, thanks for coming along. Click the like button, subscribe if you liked it, and we'll see you next time.